I think that's everybody. So let's see here. Do I get anything now? See, fame's at 0. And I'm not a part of their faction. So I think it's when you beat the enemies, you get to join their faction. Which is very cool as a reward. I'm not going to be too worried about picking stuff up this time, though. Since this is just for the voices and stuff like that, for the non-AI voices. So you guys can hear the non-AI voices. I would do it for the Wellerman Lorada, but the voices are too quiet in my opinion, so I would much rather not go through that.
This ends here.
Well, you guys are in my freaking way, man. There we go. Archpriest are defeated. I actually am curious about something. Okay.
I don't believe it. We made it. You made it.
So who are you anyway?
My name is Claudius Otis. I am a knight of the Fecurian Order.
Was it you that sent me that letter, buddy?
It wasn't me, but one of my superiors.
And Rose, what will become of her?
I wish I could say more, but I must make haste. The cursed king is back. Great evil awaits the dark corners of this world. Quick! Must give me the souls.
I am curious about this, but... Actually, you know what? We'll do this. No, I don't trust you.
Trust. There's no other way.
Oh, okay, so you're giving this anyway.
Thank you, my friend. A battle was won, not a war. We will meet again.
So he just says you must trust me. Alright. Oh, we do get the... Okay, so we do get the fame and infamy. Or the fame and the order thing after this. Okay. So you get to be like a... I want to say it's like an honorary member of it, of their order kind of thing, which is very interesting. Very good in my opinion. Alright, so obviously, like, I don't really want to... I am curious about the AI voice, but not that curious. I mean, like, it's just the same dialogue, but with, like, the AI voice of whatever race he's supposed to be. I don't really care too much about knowing it. Anyway, so, I'm going to give myself some time here to mention this. So, I already have uploads set for, like, the rest of the October and November, so I'm going to be giving me some time to go through all of the mods again, and specifically the mods that I am talking about are over into, if I can actually find the button. Oh, I already have the spell. Perfect. Perfect. So I'm going to go through each and every one of these mods again. In particular, I could just go through the quest scripts and all that stuff to find out all the infamy and fame stuff, but I'm not going to do that. I think it would be more fun just to figure it out as I go along, right? I know Servant of the Dawn is going to make me so infamous, but we're going to go with the highest amount of that and the lowest amount of what that could be. But yeah, so I'm going to go through each and every one of these mods again. I know for a fact this one's going to break me. This one right here is going to break me. Maybe I'll start off with the small mods first. And for the long ones, I think I'll just try and do them as I go along. So Knights and Nine Revelations, I'll definitely do. That'll be one of the first ones that I do. Just because that's might be the only mod I might salvage from this 5 plus mine plus this UI thing. It might be the only mod that I'll salvage. I don't know about Bladesong. See, Bladesong? See, I like Tess as a companion. But the thing is that, I don't need Bladesong anymore because I have Tess. She's right here. I just need to implement a follow script and make this one work just like that Tess, right? So it's like I don't need Bladesong. I have Tess. I just need to build up the companion like scripts kind of thing, so though she functions similarly to the Tess from the mod. The only reason why I'm not going to be doing that, or the reason why I don't have that right now, is because, or I can't make it 1-to-1, is because that Tess that's in Bladesong uses script extender scripts, which I can't use with my mod in the same extent, because my mod is vanilla. It uses vanilla scripts, it uses vanilla functions. I don't use OBS, or I don't use OBSE, pretty much. But I do want to have a version of my ESP that can be injected after the fact, and I want to make sure that if I can have it so that the OBSE version will be loaded up always after the normal version, and all it does is it's just going to inject refined versions of each script if I can refine it into a better degree kind of thing. So I can already tell you though that for the regalia, I can change all of the add spell lines. What is it? I can change all the add spell lines and remove 2 lines, I think. I think it's 2 lines in the entire script. 100%. And maybe there might be a better way of handling certain other things, right? So that's the thing, right? I do want to have an OBSE script that will be able to better handle everything, but also not change too much of the script. I still want them to function 1-to-1, but have the OBSE having additional features. So that way, though, you don't go with, do I want the OBSE install or do I want the non-OBSE install? You go with the OBSE if you have it and you want those and that functionality, if it's possible to do it that way. So that way, though, I have Tess operating like a normal companion in the game, like Magleer, the Genesseric? Is it the Genesseric brothers? I think the separated at birth guys, and the typical mage apprentice. What's the other ones? The Dark Brotherhood murderers or whatever, that kind of thing. I want that follower script, or that basic follower thing at least for Tess, but have at least all of the same options that she has, but different filters kind of thing, so though they work in vanilla. And then when I load the OBSC version, it loads just like her normal one. I think for the most part, the only thing that's there is that you don't have to worry about Tess's equipment. You don't have to worry about her armor. You don't have to worry about her weapon. She will always have them. And that's the kind of thing that I am really looking for, pretty much. And then I'll probably have these two also doing the same exact thing, though. These two are supposed to be guarding a portal, which I am no longer going to be using anymore. And I also don't need these anymore. I think this one's the only one that works.
To what do we owe this pleasure?
Did that one? No, it's this one, isn't it? Did I actually...
muscles on you.
Did I actually get rid of it? I did. Because I have this over here. So I think I got rid of it because there's no point in it. Yeah. I'm not a vampire. Perfect. And I'm going to be changing this as well. So this is going to be changed into an activator, which is going to allow you to change between... which is going to allow you to pick if you want the Dark King's armor. If you have it already, but all the orbs are jumbled around in your inventory, it's going to do the checkers system. So it'll automatically re-equip those for you, even though the armor does it. But I think just having it something vintage in the mod might be pretty cool for that. And I think there was something else I wanted to do as well. What was the other one? There was 3 things I wanted this to do. Oh, right. Oh no, wait, no, that's a different system. Never mind. Yeah, so the cool thing about the Fame and Infamy system that this has is that I can actually, like, unequip the regalia, right? Oops. I can unequip the regalia, just doing this, just so it's simpler for this. And you can see that my Fame and Infamy is here. But if I re-equip the regalia, my Fame turns to 10. Now, the funny thing is that if you use Oblivion XP, you can actually farm experience this way. So I want to see if there's a way that I can quietly inject a patch for it through my not through my mod though, but like there's a way you can like install a line that says, "Hey, you know that Grey Cal of Nocturnal patch you have? Yeah, apply it to this too." I think it's like it only works once or something like that, and then that's it. But that's pretty much everything for this mod, and pretty much what I want to do for mine, though. Okay, so I just remembered something, and I think that I think I really need to mention this. So, if you are no doubt aware of this, because either this is the first Oblivion mod playthrough you watched, or this is the first one that you're watching the end for, or whatever. Each and every time I beat a mod, okay, I grab something of significant value of that mod, or at least something that's very significant towards it, right? Bladesong doesn't have one because there's not really one that I can think of other than the scroll. That's it. That's the only thing that's of value. And then Knights of the Nine Revelations, we have this stone statue that represents the character traveling through time. I think it's safe to say I can say it now because, well, if you haven't watched it, you can. It's still on the channel. And then we have the Lost Spires. We have the 2 things, the Spellmaker and the Enchanter. They're very nice. We have the Heart of the Dead, the 3 god statues for them. I think it looks really nice. We also have a bunch of the Haunted House stuff. Here's another Heart of the Dead stuff. So we have the Stratostalus Manor itself. We have the cool painting. I think out of the 4 different ones, this one looks really good. Oh, Ivlon, yeah. Ivlon, we have this armor, which I always wanted. There's other different versions. I think there's one with like with the pole armor or something like that. And I think that this one just looks the best because it's got the sword and everything. We have the Haunted House. Unfortunately, the Haunted House didn't really have anything too special. I think I just chose this because it was the lesser of 2 evils. The Oubliette, we have the door kind of thing that represents how you progress through the mod itself. A cool little skull that represents the evil that's within it. And of course, the painting, it's one of the 2. I can't remember what... I think this is the one that leads you to it. So it's almost like the door that like protects the world from Oubliette is opened and the skull is peering through, and I think this is the painting that you enter in, so that's pretty cool. And then we have the Armageddon Circus's helmet. I don't remember if it's the actual helmet he uses or if it's the one that the player gets, but who really cares? It's a helmet. And we also have the Welkind Goblet because unfortunately what I was trying to do was that there is a static mesh that you can get that is sort of attached to, yeah, the Skull Ethereum, and like this stuff that's like it has like an elven helmet, or it has a cool retextured of an elven helmet, which I was like, oh my word, I want to use that, and I want to put the Crown of Minlarata as the thing, right? And because I'm not good at modeling, I don't know how to fix this issue. But the issue was that apparently how it grabs that elven helmet is that it grabs it uses one mesh for 2 spots, and those 2 spots are where the helmet's supposed to go. So literally it blocks the Welkind crystal that holds the helmet, which is not what I want. So unfortunately, I can't do anything about that unless I learn how to do it through NIF SCOP, which I don't think you can, or Blender decides to work for me and somebody can tell me or show me or whatever how to fix that. That's the only two ways. I grabbed the Blender version that's supposed to work with Oblivion, but for some reason my computer just says, nope, we don't want it to work. Or Blender doesn't load anything for me, which is weird. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for here. So that's the thing with this mod, though, is that I don't know what is unique about it and what I can physically put here. That's the problem. So from the first mod, I was thinking of grabbing the blade key and using that as the key that opens up this area. I think that would be a really cool idea. But that's not something I can put on this shelf unless I put that you get the key that opens this house inside the area. I don't know. Or I can have it so that like when you click it, it'll always open up the door up there. It'll leave it unlocked forever. I don't know how that would work, but I'm gonna think that I guess it's a nice idea. Or maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what else it could be. The other thing as well is is this mod. I'm thinking though that like the book that's in the house might make a lot of sense. But I don't know if I should put it on the shelf. It's going to be a static item. Like it's just going to be